Hey there, you must be wondering what is cost of poor quality. Yeah, and this is the common terminology that you often hear in your office, especially from senior leadership. Let me tell you something about cost of poor quality analysis today. COPQ, cost of poor quality analysis, is very effective way for identification of project as well. So if you are a Six Sigma professional, you will be able to identify project using cost of poor quality analysis. Isn't it interesting? Let me tell you what are the different types. Okay. So in cost of poor quality, we have four different types. First one is internal failure, second is external failure, third is called prevention cost, and fourth is appraisal cost. Now, I will talk about different examples related to service and manufacturing. Let me guess and let me know if you have some more examples. First one, internal failure. What is that? Now, any manufacturing company, when they manufacture any product, it goes through different processes, right? So if there is any rejection from process B or process A, and between the process, before it reaches to customer, that's called internal failure. Any cost is involved in that is called internal failure. And about the service industry, you would see that when you train somebody to ensure that he should be able to handle your customer, but unfortunately, he is not able to clear his training. He's not able to, qualify that criteria. Now you will have to put extra effort for training him. That is called internal failure. Coming to the external failure, which is second type of failure. External failure is generally referred when any product goes to the customer or service goes to customer and customer return it back. Now there's a cost. Customer dissatisfaction, as well as when product come to you as a rework, you have to pay again, right? That's called external failure. In manufacturing, let's say if you are buying any television, you got something and it's not working, you will return it back. And in service, when let's say you are in bank and you're calling to customer care and customer care representative is not helping you, he's giving you wrong information. What happened next? You have to call them again. And that is called external failure. Now, let me talk about the third type of cost of poor quality, which is called prevention. Very interesting, very important. I'll tell you why. Now, when management spend a lot of time and money in this, not lot, at least a decent one, it will help you in reducing internal, external, and appraisal cost. What is prevention cost? Let me explain this. Now, any investment done in order to prevent the failure, like in service, we train our people, right? So any investment done in terms of training, refresher, those kind of stuff is all about prevention cost. And why do we do it? So that our people, our resources will not do any mistake when they are handling the customer. Obviously, when you're training somebody, let's say if you're in an automobile, you're training your mechanic so well so that he's able to fix, car of any customer and right at the first time. Isn't it good? So that's called prevention cost. And similarly, in terms of manufacturing, of course, when your product, in case you have a COPQ system like mistake proofing or maybe some sort of automation that will prevent failure. That will not let the failure happen. That's called your prevention cost. Now, fourth one is called appraisal cost. Appraisal cost is very common. And this is like every organization will have a lot of investment in terms of QC, audits, resources, right? That's called your appraisal cost. I don't appreciate having too much of QC, but it's like, kind of mandatory as well in some organization. But try to keep it little lesser because if you do it more, it's of no use, right? So appraisal cost is all about when you're investing any amount in terms of audit, quality check, or whatever software you buy in order to audit these samples and all this, everything. Like even in manufacturing, we say CMMI machines, we say calibration sort of, vernier calipers, all these gauges, everything comes under your appraisal cost. All right. So there are four types of cost which I spoke about just now: internal failure, external failure, prevention cost, and appraisal cost. Right? Now, what you have to do is you have to suggest your management to have a better balance. So how do you balance it? Try to make prevention slightly higher and it will automatically reduce your internal, your external, and appraisal cost down. Because if you prevent, if you have a proper training, if you have a proper COPQ system, obviously your all other cost will go down. But if you do not think about training your resources well, which I often see in many service industry, companies I have seen, people do not focus on training resources well. They are like, hiring, and immediately they will say, let's start production. And that's where people will start committing a lot of internal error. They have to spend time in terms of fixing it. Then they will have external error. They will have time, they will have to invest time in terms of fixing external issues, handling customer escalations. And similarly, in the similar way, you will also have to spend a lot of money in terms of auditing them, because your QC percentage goes higher, obviously. Because if your product is not good, you're going to do that. So let's do that. In cost of poor quality analysis, you will identify several project opportunity. That's what my experience says. All right, so in this video, this much. And let me know in case you have any kind of, examples related to this, or if you want me to come up with new videos, which you really want related to Lean Six Sigma, I'd be happy to do this. Thank you so much. This is Dheerendra, your Master Black Belt, signing off. Thank you.